On the 5th day of Christmas, my magic pack gave to me 5 mythic rares or 6 mythic rares. Didn't really work, but oh baby, good, we got a land. Double proliferate, cast spells from the grave. Blue, black and blue, and Harbin. Esper is soldiers. Multicolored turn. Other player draws a card. X mana. Alright. Alright, welcome as told. We got day 5 Christmas deck. We got an Inquiry of Dominus, 2 mana, 2 blue for 3/5 flyer. When you proliferate twice. So that's the main card we built around. We also got the Arcane Proxy, a prototype creature where you can cast it for 1 mana and 2 blue for a 2/1. And then you could cast it for 7. But probably we're just going to be casting it for 3 mana. But when you cast it, you can cast an instant sorcery from your graveyard, and you copy it, and you may play it without playing the mana cost. So we have a lot of 2 casting cost sorcery spells or instant spells in the deck. And then one of the other cards that we got was a card that I don't know, I didn't really want to play around with it, but I had 4 of them. So we're going to try to combo with this card. It might be a trap card for us, but we're going to try it. It's a 3/1 for 2 mana, and whenever a player casts a multicolored spell, then the other player draws a card. So we're going to hopefully use that with Sheldred, so that when we cast our multicolored spells, they'll draw a card, they'll lose some life, maybe finish the game off. So it might cause us some problems when casting if we don't have Sheldred on the board by, ramping them a little bit. But we're going to try it, we're going to go with it. So with Dominus, since we're proliferating, we went with some poison cards. So we have the Prologue to Phyresis. 1 mana, 1 blue, you draw a card, and they get a poison counter. And then we have the hybrid in there for Toxic. So if we can get that damage in, and then we went with one of the puppets. So it has Toxic. When you proliferate, you create a token. If you don't have that token, 3/3 Phyrexian Golem. And then the other option that you could choose is target artifact creature gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. So we could cast that, put that on our Chronicler and attack in, hopefully, to do some damage. Got 3 copies of the Sentinel. So when you cast this, you can return up to 1 target creature you own to your hand, and if it's a soldier, you put a +1/+1 counter on the Sentinel, which works really good with proliferate, so that you can pump those counters. We also have the Stalactite Stalker, one of the new cards from Ixalan. When you descend, you put a +1 counter on it, and it has Menace, and then you could sacrifice it. So this is our removal spell, one of our removal spells. So you can, sack it to give a creature -X, where it's equal to its power. I got 1 journal in there, so if the Chroniclers become a problem, we could sacrifice them to draw a card. And then we could transform the journal, and we'll turn it into the Tome of Acolytes. And then you can cast creature spells from your graveyard. It gets a finality counter, so if it dies, it gets exiled. But that's a way to get our creatures back from the graveyard. So if Sheldred's in the graveyard or something else, that's really good that gets removed. We can get that back. I got 1 scrutiny in there in case we do transform this into that, where we'll have X mana for our Fathomless Descent. So hopefully we can draw some good cards with that. I put 1 Archfiend of Dross in there, a 2/2 black creature, 6/6 with flying, and when it has 4 or more oil counters, you lose the game. Oh, you remove an oil counter. Ooh, I think I need to get rid of that. Well, you can proliferate it with Dominus to keep the oil counters on it so it doesn't die. We can also sack it to the journal if we need to prevent us from losing the game. Got 1 virtual loyalty in there so we can get that +1/+1 counters on our creatures. If we do cast it, it's also we can cast it for 2 to make a little creature. I put 1 Abuela Ancestral Echo in there, 1 mana, 1 white, 1 blue, 2/2 flying with Ward 2. So we got a lot of flying creatures that we can, hopefully tack in unblocked. And then its special abilities, you can exile a target creature or artifact we control, return to the battlefield at the beginning of the next step. So we could use that with the Sentinel to be able to return our creatures to our hand. So, we could return a hybrid, maybe cast a hybrid, to make the opponent draw a card. So if we have multiple Chronicles out there with Sheldred, hopefully we can get them to draw cards and get that final damage in. We got 1 Varaska in there for the -2 to turn their creatures into a treasure token. So that's another removal spell. And also, we could plus it to proliferate. And if we get to 9, we could, sack, do the ultimate and give them 9 poison counters, and then hopefully we could just get that regular poison in there. Put 2 Sky Strike Officers in there, 2 mana, 1 blue for 2/3 flyer, and when it attacks it makes a soldier token, and you could tap 3 soldiers to draw cards, so that probably will be our draw mechanism. I got 2 Experimental Auguries as another way to proliferate and also draw cards. I think that's all the cards that we have. Drawn and Ichor for proliferating and removal. So that's another removal source and proliferation. And we also got the Restless Reef in there for milling, which I don't think that's how we're going to win the game, but it is an option, and it does have Death Touch when it attacks as a 4/4 creature. So let's get into some games and see how we do. Pretty good pack draw for the synergies. We could have got, a lot of cards that didn't work together, but I think the cards that we got worked together pretty good. A little bit of a slow start. I think I'm going to hold the Sentinel in my hand. It does have Flash, we could cast it, but I think we'll get the Sky Strike Officer out next turn. Ooh, mana screwed. Alright, let's do it. Oh, I messed that up. That's why they only have 1 land. Alright. I don't want to take the damage. Easy removal. That was good. They could have used the Bushwhack to kill our guy and get some rats. It's good we draw out their one of their removal spells. So if we can get the Sky Strike Officer to stay, we can start making some guys and get wide on them. Probably they're playing Vindicator deck with a fighting deck. Shakedown heavy. Harbin's pretty good. I think we go with second Sky Strike Officer. We can get to Harbin pretty quickly. Better do that while we can. And we can draw a card. Yeah, it's rough. This is when you attack with 5 or more, so we don't quite have 5 or more. But we need to end the game pretty quickly, I think, if we can. So next turn they're going to fight us. I don't want to give them the card. No blocks, that's the damage. So hopefully they got rid of all their fight spells, we'll see. Oh, messed up there. So we could block the Shakedown Heavy or just try to finish them off. And that's good. They did use up all their fight spells. Opponent goes first, we do got our poison, so I like that. We do have a creature, we have a soldier. We could show it to them. That's good. Don't have a way to get rid of that yet. I think we still go with the Stalker. Put some pressure on them. They might remove that in response, so maybe we should just went with the poison and the draw card to keep the Sentinel up. Might have been a better play, but it's fine. I think having the Sentinel next turn. Just pass. Take a little bit of damage. We don't really have that much any life gain, I don't think. Oh, we do maybe have a little bit with that one creature. I hope that's not a... Yeah, okay, cool. So next turn we'll have the Sentinel ready and protected. Poison deck, show our hand. Get our first win con in. And the triple Sentinel. That's good. Cast this main phase. Maybe that's a bad idea, but we will be able to block Somnophage if possible. We're a little bit slow for the damage. They're at life. That will pump up the Somnophage. But it will make the Virtue go to their graveyard. They could have another spell, but we're going to go with this. So we need to get that off the board. If we attack in, we can Sentinel and proliferate and possibly take out the Sleeper. So 5 mana, we're 1 away from being able to activate that to give some extra damage. Alright. Nothing we could do about that, so they could have that removal spell. We're definitely blocking with that. And now we have an infinite loop combo for the Sentinel, so they won't be able to remove that with spot removal. We'll pass the blockers. Block this. And then we'll proliferate that up. So they might have a removal spell for our Sentinel, but we did block. And we got our... We don't have any more proliferate spells, which would be good. We do have 3 counters, not quite enough. We can Sky Strike. Get the damage in. We could put the Sky Strike back into our hand as a blocker, which might be an option. Could have a bargain mechanic. I think I like this. Prevent the life gain. Fine. I'll have to take 5. So we'll probably need to scrutiny to get some card draw. We can block with the Sentinel as a chump blocker and cast the might be really close to finishing them off next turn. I don't know if I missed lethal. I think I still got him. Yeah, pretty good. Flying in the air. Ran out of proliferate spells, but that's fine. Sentinel's doing great. I don't really like this one as much, but let's go with, we got 2 blue, got the Sentinel, got the poison. Possibly 3 damage coming in. Another Golgari. We can do this and cast it from the graveyard for free. So not punished for discarding the card. And then I think let's go for it. It's fine. The Sentinel is not a soldier, so it's okay. Sky Strike next turn. Unless they get rid of the Sky Strike officer. So we could return the proxy to our hand. We don't really have any more spells in the graveyard to cast. They're a discard deck, so they won't be able to get anything. We can get the Sentinel out without returning anything to our hand at their turn. It's fine. Liliana is great for them to lose, so they are a mill deck, self-mill deck. I think I want to put him back in my hand, I think is a good play. Let's see, maybe they don't have any more discard spells. Kind of hoping for another sorcerer instant, you know, we get that removal spell. To proliferate, we can cast that twice. That'd be great. They still got it. Maybe it would have been better to cast that, but just kind of hope that they didn't have, you know, discard spells. Sky Strike Officer is great. Definitely worth the trade here, I think. Unless I draw Shieldred, of course. Oh, it would have been a better blocker, but he's gonna start eating stuff. And we'll have the Skystruck officers. Looks like he might have a removal spell. We do have lifelink, so we're just looking for a proliferate. To get that 3/3 body. And then, yeah, if we had some more proliferates. So he has another removal spell. Yep. Maybe he's out of removal spells, we'll find out. He won't be able to attack us if he doesn't. He only has 2 cards left and 3 cards in his hand now. So if he doesn't have any more removals, it's just a timing deal. He can't wipe the board.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. Off you go.
I think that was a mistake on his part right there. So as you know, as long as he doesn't have removal spell, we can win with the flying or win with Sheldred. So he needs 2 removal spells to stay alive, so pretty good. Ren doesn't give him life.
To my will. My voice beckons to all worlds.
Game. B53. Pretty good hand right there. I like that. We'll go with this for the mana colors. And probably start off with a mono white, or mono red, huh? I think we'll still go with that. We have Sheldred, so if we could bait out some removal spells, probably go with the Skystrike Officer next turn. Could have Fading Hopes to return the creature to our hand, so maybe if they return to Skystrike, they won't be able to do anything with Sheldred. I'm gonna go no blocks on that. He probably still could return it to my hand, but I think the Skystruck Officer is good. Put me down to 10. He still has removal. Put me down to 6. Could be it. That could be it. Yep, that's it. Wow. What a turn 3. Turn 3 hits for 12 damage. Nothing I could do to that. I guess trample and stuff, so I think we're just dead here. If he has one more spell. One more Monstrous Rage and we lose. If we survive. See what card we draw. We got some life. Sit on that. We can cycle the Fiend's Tower if Sheldred's still on the board to draw so it gets some more life. have to block. Oh. That might be all we got. I think we have to wait. I would like to get that blocker, but I think we need it. You know, if he has trample and a way to pump, and 2 damage isn't going to do anything to win the game. No. I think we're just going to lose this one. Yeah, that Sheldred, being able to remove Sheldred was just, that was it. And 2 Rafine Towers ain't gonna do it. I let him get the damage in. I had a nice turn, man. That 12 damage on that one turn, and just having the being able to remove Sheldred was just like nothing I could do to that. So pretty good deck he's got here. And nothing we could do there. So he's here, so that's good. I think I just want to keep up the mana. I think that's a good deal. Still trash. Dang it. What a crap person. Just have to wait for him to time out. 2 Vraska's not the best when you don't have enough mana for it. They're playing some control deck. 3 poison. Could be at 4 poison. I guess we can Great Door and get rid of Vraska? I don't know. Good board wipe here? I mean, if he Sunfalls... If he Sunfalls... He's at 4 poison. Vraska can get 1 poison. Okay. Is that my land? Alright, just waiting on a land. I could Arcane Proxy. He doesn't have anything out there to put back, though, is the problem. What's he doing? Uh-huh. He's a poison deck. What the hell? Still waiting on that land. Still waiting on that land. And we'll do the life. It's good. See if he has another counter spell. I don't know if the Great Door or the Get Lost is gonna matter. Some more mana would be great, where I can get out Dominus and then get that thing, but I'm not gonna get the lands. That was my turn. Alright.
You have no idea who you're messing
So he's looking to poison me. Double poison.
with. Here, have a gift.
even brighter.
I think we go with try to hit it, try to finish it up. I need a land. I do have a land. Oh, I need a second land. Alright. We can get lost. Yep. Guess we'll find out. Would like to poison him, but he might have the same problem that I have, is not having any poison spells. I mean, I feel like double Vraska's pretty good. Ate the wrong things, man. Okay, that's great. We'll cycle the Raffine's Tower and then we can try Vraska 1. I guess Vraska, we could have put Vraska out. Might have been better. We'll see if he has another counter spell. I like Skystrike Officer. It's mana value 3 or less. Eat up those removal spells. Wow, look at that, huh? Two cards left that I don't know about. I think I'll take a blue. Oh, that was still his turn? Jeez. It's fine. That's a really good card, you know, like to be able to just get rid of stuff in people's graveyard. Two cards I don't know about. I guess I didn't need to do that. Vraska hits the board. Draw a card. gonna be even better next turn. You ready for it? I don't know if I have enough blue. I do have enough blue, and I do have enough mana. So he's taking a second turn. Is he gonna try to win the game here? What's he doing? Or just like look for stuff? Does he get like 2 turns in a row or something?
You'll pay for this.
Second turn, nothing. Mirror match. Draw a card.
Embrace the inevitable.
One card left in his hand. It's fine. I think we got him, maybe. He's at 7 poison. We're at 1 poison. He can't deal with Vraska.
I will rise again.
He wasn't able to get all of my proliferation spells out of my deck. Pretty sure. Should have double checked, I guess. Oh, that's not a proliferate. It's fine. I think we Zephyr Sentinel into Experimental Augury at the end phase. Finish him off. Yep. That'll do it. Alright, day 5 Christmas. I made a few changes to the deck from the initial deck tech. Added in Get Lost, which is really pretty much needs to be there so you can handle any permanent. Well, it's not any permanent, but creatures, enchantments, and planeswalkers. And then I added in 2 Bitter Triumphs for that. And I removed some of the other cards. You know, just to kind of, you know, I had to get rid of Harbin, got rid of Abuela, and I don't know what other card. There was one other card, I think. Still kept the Great Door in there, but yeah, I think this deck is pretty good if you go hard and fast, and then you could see in that last game with the stalemate, you know, he was a poison deck, we were a poison deck. I was able to deal with his, you know, doubling his proliferation and poison spells with the ability to possibly keep, you know, get mine in there. Arcane Proxy definitely did the work, and yeah, Vraska also helping to finish the job. So yeah, this has been told. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and see you tomorrow.